I'm Nikki.
And I'm Billy.
And this is our rescue dog,
Pablo.
Pablo.
So last year we decided to get married, jack our jobs in so we could travel more in our van. So if you want to see how we get on with that, just hit subscribe. It's completely free. We'll hopefully catch you on the road sometime. Good afternoon from a secret location in Yorkshire.
Good afternoon indeed. We've just got back from Vanlife Fest at Shrewsbury, and while we were there we might have accidentally spent some money, not a massive amount of money, but we bought a few bits. Now, there was nothing wrong with the bits we actually had, but now there's a new addition to our family, i.e. Pablo, and his crate and things takes up a bit of room. We're looking at packing our van up for our next travels a little bit more efficiently. So therefore, something that packs better, stacks better, and is lighter. So, our current table and chairs.
Yeah.
Here we go. We've got, and they are actually quite heavy, aren't they?
They are heavy.
We'll have to see if we can look some weights up. But this is our current chairs. And we've got the zero gravity. So, yeah, 2 zero gravity chairs. And whilst I absolutely love these chairs, and they are really, really comfy, and you can lay back, chill out, whatever, they do weigh an absolute blooming ton. And Billy does struggle to sort of get them in the van. So, yeah, I love these chairs. There's nothing wrong with them. But now, as I said, we've got to pack a little bit differently. You know, we've had to look at some other options. Table.
Yeah, the table we've already shown you. This table has got a bit warped, a bit knackered, a bit scratched, peeling off the top.
Whereas it is actually quite light, and it's not, you know, it sort of feels quite easy to pack. It's very flimsy, so you've got to pack it carefully. It also doesn't feel very stable. It's a lovely size, maybe just a little bit too big for the legs, because it isn't that stable, and it does feel as if it wobbles about a bit. So yeah, gotta go.
And it also doesn't have any adjustment on it.
Oh, no adjustment. No. So yeah, this was our last setup, and it did as well. We did 6,500 miles from Yorkshire to the Sahara, but yeah, we've just got to try and pack a little bit lighter now.
And these, when they're packed, they're so unstable that if you haven't got them flat, if you've got them on the side, I'm having to use straps and ratchet straps and stuff to make them stand up. So yeah, we'll show you what we've changed too, but let's pack this away first.
Yeah. And another thing, I still can't get it right. Gotta.
So, anybody wants any chairs, hit us up.
Table and chairs, yeah, let us know.
Table, I think, will be going to the script. It's knackered.
Well, no, it does work, but it's on its last legs, isn't it?
So we have changed from this
to this.
What we have here is an Olpro bamboo top table and 2 of the lighter Olpro chairs.
Now, we did love, didn't we, the big, comfy, insulated chairs. But however, they just packed up too big and too heavy for us. So we had to go for 2 of the smaller ones. But they are really comfy, and they've got some nice little features.
And to be fair, we've not had these out since we bought them.
No, we haven't,
So we have seen them on the display, we've seen them there. So this is as much a first unpacking and trying as it is anything else. We have not tried to put
That's
these
Billy's
on.
job anyway. I'm going to sit down in the sun and let him unpack them. I'll just sit in them when they're done.
Right, let's start with a chair, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, Olpro chair. The other ones were a bit of a mock on because there's 2 catchers, and to get it straight or to get it into that rotating bit was a bit of a pain. These ones have got a little touch on there, pull it out. We did actually the same price. We went for the ones with the fancy pattern on, didn't we? So yeah, let's see how easily these go up. And I think that was it. I've even amazed myself how easy they go up. Yeah, we haven't got the most even back, but what we have here is push that out, somewhere for my cans to go, somewhere here for things like phones and stuff to go in on the side. If I switch from beer to wine, I've got a wine cup holder. And when my beer's running out, I just go, another beer. Yeah, and they're really comfortable. So I'm quite impressed with that. They aren't zero gravity, so I can't do all that lying around. What that means is when Nikki's hungover, she can no longer lean her chair back and go to sleep with a hat over her head, which has been known to happen. But I'm quite impressed with these, and that was so easy compared to the other chairs. Now, light-wise, ridiculously light compared to the other chairs. Ridiculously light. I'll have to find out the actual weight of these and let you know. But yeah, first impressions, much better. Much better. Let's see if we can pack them up. Not sure how the packing up goes. Does everything go in the middle? I should imagine it does. And then pack it that way, and then that will push together. That should go in there. Like putting a tent away, innit? Right, now I suspect the table will not go as well.
Let's just see how heavy these are then. Oh, they don't even weigh anything.
I know.
Look at that. That is just... doesn't weigh a thing.
You're quite muscly.
I'm not. I'm a lady of a certain age. I'm getting ever so flabby. But yeah, they weigh absolutely nothing. So, for example, we've just been to Castle Howard and reception there was pretty limited. So we were carrying our chairs down to around the lake to sit and have a glass of wine and a little mess about on our phones. And I struggled carrying our chairs, to be fair.
Plus they don't have a strap. We could carry the wine and the chairs at the same time.
Yeah, they don't weigh a thing. So yeah, that's a big thumbs up from me.
Yeah, really impressed. Right. The next one's going to be much harder, I think, because we've never put them up. But if this goes up simply, then I'll be well impressed. Pablo always wants to be in on the act, don't you, Pablo? Are you going to put that table up for me? Nope, just going to go off and sleep somewhere. See you later, mate. Right, the table. This is heavier than the table we've got rid of. Not much more heavier, but that's because it's got bamboo top. Now, because it's got bamboo top, and I don't want to get murdered by Nikki, I'm going to put a cover down and try and put it together on top of that. So fortunately I've got some foam pads that I use for taking the bike abroad, so we'll grab that and we'll try put it together on here. So this again, I've not had this bag open. We only ever saw them kind of up when we got there. So let's have a look and see if there's any destructions or anything in here that'll help us do it all. Bag. It's a bit like one of those YouTube things where they do the unboxing and millions of people watch them unbox like a new phone or a pair of trainers or something. Right, let's have a look. I still haven't found any destructions, so this hopefully will be quite self-evident. Well, so far so good. I'm figuring that that goes like that. That in there? Oh, I'm not sure. Yep, that goes in there. That goes in there. That'll come up. That'll come up. That'll come up. That'll come up. So that's the table up. But it's obviously got legs that come up higher. So let's have a look. How do we get them up? Oh, right, so it's the button job. How does that come up?
Oh, it's a bit like walking poles.
Let's have a look. There must be, they lock like that. That locks like that. Locks in there. That is literally the first time I've ever tried to put that up. It's not that hard, is it? So it can go level. So obviously this is a bit wonky ground, but there are little adjustments on here. So this could come out, hold that one up. You could get this corner here, little leveler, come out on there. Yeah, so you can actually level it out, which is great. So let's see if we can pull it back down and see if it's as easy to put to bed. Still trying to protect the bamboo, because my life wouldn't be worth living if I scratch it before we've even started. Legs down, leg down, leg down. Make sure those bits are in. Which one was it? That one and that one. So that should well, if two nuggets like us can put these up, anybody can put that up. And it's like a proper table. And it feels a lot more sturdy than the coated plasticky, aluminium-y, whatever thing we had before. But it's just nice having a bit of bamboo, isn't it? And having the little engraving bit on. Let's bring the boss in.
Well, I was going to say, if I could just interject, obviously bamboo as well is a really, really, really sustainable wood because of the speed it grows at. So it's a really nice product to use, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Personally, I think it's really attractive. It's a really nice looking piece of kit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Obviously it is a little bit heavier, but really not much at all, is it?
No.
So I think we'll pop the lot up now and sit with our feet up for a bit.
Yeah, and we'll have to get rid of the other ones. So the table's going to bin. If anybody wants some anti-gravity, or what are they called, gravity
Zero
chairs?
gravity.
Zero gravity. There's two here going, so let us know. And there's something else I want to show you as well, which we'll show you in a bit, which came from David Ackerman. Now, he turned up at the festival, and I knew that he was coming, and I asked him to bring us.
He's a great guy.
A little door catch. So he 3D prints lots of solutions to problems you have with your camper van. I've got the gas locker. If you look through the videos, you'll see that I've got the gas locker keys. They've worked all the way to Sahara and back, not a problem. I've also got the pipe clamps for our two water pipes that hold the pipes together and then hold the pipes onto the engine. So when a pipe gets knocked off, you don't lose them. And that saved both our pipes on our journey to the Sahara and back.
Came in very, very, very handy. And obviously the AdBlue stops you making mistakes. And
yeah, the AdBlue lock as well. So that
Yeah.
stops the AdBlue cap being pinched. When you lock the petrol cap on, it covers the AdBlue cap.
And our little model as well has the switch inside the cupboard that can sometimes get accidentally knocked.
Yep. So there's got a little thing there that stops that switch getting accidentally knocked, which moves the solar from going to your batteries to being off to go into your car battery. He's now developed something which is the door latch. So you know when your sliding door comes out, you can pull it out and it'll go the full way. If you want it part of the way, you just have to hope that it's perfectly flat and it'll sit. If you're on any sort of angle, it's not going to stay at that halfway point. Now there are a lot of people do these things, but they involve gluing usually an aluminium part, very similar design, but to the mid rail or to the bottom rail, some sort of adhesive. Now he's designed something that doesn't even need adhesive and works a slightly different way.
Yeah, he's a clever guy.
Yeah. So I'll show you that now. So one of the problems we have with this van is that when you're on a slant, the door doesn't actually hold open, or it will shut itself. But there's a clever bloke called David Ackerman, and David's come down to the festival, so I asked him to bring one of these that he printed. So if you look online, you'll find David Ackerman camper van, I think, parts, and he 3D even prints bits to go and help your van out. I've got stuff in the back for the gas locker. The handles there I've used all the way to Sahara. They're brilliant. So I'm going to just try and fit this, and this should mean that the door will stop halfway, which will be really handy when we're on a slant, because we can move it halfway and it'll lock in and it won't roll back. So let's have a go then. So a lot of these you have to actually glue on or stick on adhesive. Now this should slide into these existing holes. There's a small hole there and a big hole there. Now if this works, that should put in there, that should go in there, and that is actually in. I mean, how long did that take? It's brilliant. So let's just try the door and see what happens. There we go. Stopped. I'm well happy with that, with a half door stop. Now, do I need to take it out to get past or not? Unlock my door. Bosh. I am well happy that. That is a bit of genius. So if you have one of these vans and you have this hole there, the big hole, and there's a small slanty oval, so it's a Fiat Ducato. I don't know if other vans will work it, but if you've got a Fiat Ducato and you want to half stop your door without gluing stuff onto your van, this is brilliant. This is as good as the gas locker keys. I'm well impressed. How simple was that? And how useless.
Shame it's too early for wine.
Yeah. Plus somebody's going out, aren't you?
Yeah, out with my mum for tea, and we're on a week's good behaviour after festival indulgence.
I don't know, once you go out with your mum for tea, I might sneak out.
Only going out for tea.
Just to show the lads my tattoo. Anyway, so, prices, Nikki.
So, 2 chairs, 69 quid. Yeah, maybe not the cheapest you could buy them, but the good quality, very light, and they do have nice little features. So yeah, nice little features. You're not going to lose your sunglasses or your book. As we said, you can put anything in here to keep cool, extra cans, things like that. You're not going to spill your drink, and you've got that extra bonus of a little wine holder there. So yeah, they look good, they're comfortable. 2 for 69 quid. I think that's reasonable. Table. So there were 3 sizes of table. There was a smaller one. I think that was around £60–65. This is actually the medium, and this was £79. But again, I think it's good value for money, because you know the plastic flimsy stuff just doesn't last. And this is a really ideal size, and more to the point, it's a really ideal height as well. So if we want to eat our dinner, or Billy will cook on it, so I will make sure I've got a nice little mat for when he's using the Kadak. But yeah, I think it's good value for money. It's a really nice size. It's a really nice set. It looks nice as well. So it's light, competitively priced. Again, sustainable because it's bamboo. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah. And I didn't want to part with my zero gravity, I'll tell you, because I like the fact I can just, losing my glasses, I like the fact I can just tip them back. But to be fair, half the time I can't even work them anyway, and they do weigh an absolute blooming ton. So yeah, happy as Larry with these.
Yeah. So we're going to head off now, but if you've subscribed recently, thank you, and all those that have stuck with us for a while.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Especially thank you to everybody that's stuck with us, because, you know, we take some putting up with.
Yeah. And we have got a few more festivals coming up, so
4?
catch us at Vanlife Fest at
4
the Hall.
How many? 4?
I can't remember. Vanlife Fest at the Hall, that's one. So that's around the 20th of this month, June. Then we've got Vans in the Valley.
Vans in the Valley.
We've got Slumber at the Humber.
Slumber in the Humber.
I think that's it.
Billy, every time I turn round, he's saying, oh, we can't go there because of this, or we can't go there because of that. But we do have to have a little bit of reality in between times.
If it was to me, we'd be in the Warner show this
yeah,
weekend.
Warner show.
We'd be in Vanlife, we'd be at that one. We'd be at them all.
But I'm not sure it's ideal for the dog with the tarmac if the weather's red hot.
It is grass. So we shall get on and catch you again soon.
Yeah, so pleased with our new purchases.
Yeah, hope it helps.
And we will pack better.
Bye.
Bye.